we're back. Hello. This is, oh god, part 8 now. In my Red Dead Redemption playthrough, with narrative analysis and commentary. Excuse me if I don't sound too excited. I'm just pretty high and kind of exhausted in a sense with the writing of this, the writing on this game that I'm doing. And it's kind of what I just came from doing to now play. I was trying to play earlier, but it wasn't. Stream wasn't working for some reason. So in the meantime, I decided to try to continue writing, and I feel like part of the frustrations I was having with kind of, because I'm at the point of writing the analysis on this game. I've finished, you know, the kind of introductory analysis on, which is kind of the I guess the overview analysis of Red Dead Redemption 1, and am now working on the overview analysis of this game, Red Dead Redemption 2, on writing wise, and kind of having more difficult of a time, partially because I haven't played all the way through, even though I know what happens, and yeah, so I think partially because of that, and because of that also kind of makes it a little more difficult to compartmentalize the characters' motivations, you know, and things like that.
Hey,
so
Arthur.
kind of want to get into it here, and
Jose and John are looking for you. They went out to the moonshine stash, said you knew where that was. They was planning a visit to the Braithwaite place, but John needs to do something for Dutch now, so Hosea wants you to join him instead. Seems to be a lot going on.
You're telling me.
you're telling me.
Okay, thank you.
Hey.
Doesn't matter what I say, you'll believe whatever fantasy you're currently
Okie doke.
Fantasy. You think
So yeah, I'm gonna play here probably only for
oh, it's written all over.
an hour or so. Not really sure, depending on need to make some dinner here pretty soon.
Hey, Arthur.
I don't really want to talk to that dude. Interesting. So, and maybe because, you know, maybe because I'm not experiencing as much of the game, or I haven't, like, experienced as much of the game yet, you know, so I feel like my overall read is kind of becoming difficult to grasp, even though I have, like, in certain ways I understand, or I kind of know where I'm going with it. There's still, like, a lot of things I'm, like, actually not certain on as far as them being aspects of the game, you know what I mean? Like, which, you know, I want to be correct, and I don't want to, the things I'm saying to be baseless, so, and the more I think I kind of reach for that, to influence what I'm already saying about it, maybe then is clue for me to, you know, just experience more of, like, the narrative, because obviously, like, I know what happens, but I don't have as much of
Selling it back to
a
where it
reading
came
on
from.
it, you know what I mean?
I ain't got a market for it. They made it. They must have someone to sell it to.
Advertising the new American art.
Stuff look kind of
Oh, this should be
lonely out here.
Interesting.
I think we'll cut ourselves a deal.
I get you.
You and Dutch was just doing your duty when you requisitioned it. Now I'm doing mine.
All right. I should get going now. I'll leave you fellas to it. Good luck.
Thank you, John. We'll see you later. Dutch asked him to look into something to do with the Braithwaite horses, I think.
Sure, okay.
Okay, let's head out to the Braithwaite's place. You know the way?
Yeah, I've been there. So, what exactly are we doing? This is the moonshine we took after blowing up the Braithwaite still, right?
I think that good citizens taking the trouble to return their stolen goods deserve some reward, don't you? And it's time we made a formal introduction, like Dutch told us. Look, these are two big old plantation houses. All I keep hearing is they hate each other so much they can't see past it.
I know. I've seen it. There's a gray boy and a Braithwaite girl carrying on a secret affair. I've been, well, helping them.
The mind boggles. You think they're of use?
Not sure. They don't seem too involved in the rest of it, but maybe.
Well, I'm sure there's money in this for us somewhere if we can get in the middle of it.
Yeah, this is what I was kind of like, this is kind of what I'm talking about. I'm just even like being jogged in my memory of like just having done this fucking mission for, you know, like these two families and kind of where we were. And kind of like more on the point of kind of like these new competing relationships, these new antagonistic relationships. You know, it shows the dialectics that, like, this way of life is, like, introducing.
Modest little homestead, isn't it? Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
What's that in the back there?
Moonshine, my fine fellow. May I have a word with the man of the house?
The man of the house is a lady. Mrs. Catherine Braithwaite.
May I speak with her? I want to discuss a business opportunity. I mean no harm. No harm at all. You may happily shoot me if I do.
Okay. She's at the house. We'll be watching you.
You heard the man. Driver, proceed, please.
Oh, I'm the driver. Yeah, so the way they set this up is really nice. Just kind of amazes me the depth of, you know, the kind of experience that you can have in the world, as far as like how, you know, I don't know how successful it is. It's pretty.
Found something.
It's pretty
Out
significant.
in the hills.
I think, for
Thought maybe you was in the market for it.
kind of impounding
Some liquor.
the themes, you know, of the Western.
The way we see it, it's ours. Well, with us possessing it, and I checked all over. For the life of me, I couldn't see your name on it. Oh. Relax, I ain't here to rob you. Oh, it seems that's easy enough. Why not do a deal? What do you sell that stuff for?
$1 a bottle?
Give us 50 cents.
It's already ours.
Well, look on it as a reward for finding the property. Alternative is we go sell it someplace else.
The alternative is you get shot.
Now, who wants to get shot over a bottle or two of liquor?
Pay the man.
Pleasure doing business with you. And listen, we didn't take it. At least not without orders from...
Oh, I know exactly who gave you your orders. Old Sheriff Gray. You know what? I don't want it. In fact, sir, now you can do me a favor. There's an extra $10 if you do. Drive the stuff into Rhodes, head over to the tavern run by Mr. Gray, and give the stuff out for free.
Mama!
Hush now. I believe they call that a promotional expense.
As you wish, madam.
You boys come back sometime and tell me how you made out. Maybe we'll play a little cribbage.
All right. Next stop, the Rhodes Saloon.
I don't really understand why they like took it, like why they bought it, just to
So I finally sold those Cornwall bonds.
take
Got
it
close
out
to 1,000
free.
for it.
I mean, for
Wanted more,
promotional.
but not bad considering how hot they were, especially after that bloodbath in Valentine.
No, not bad at all.
Apparently, Cornwall's been pumping a lot of cash into the Pinkertons. Wants to keep their full effort on going after gangs. Gangs like us.
Yeah, that don't surprise me.
All right. This could get ugly. You and Dutch already have that thing going on in town with the sheriff.
Yeah, Mr. Gray.
That's it. Now we're inserting ourselves in his blood feud. We'll need
there we
some-
go. That's the
I ain't playing
significance.
just.
We could have just said no
You
at
know
the
my
same
feelings
time.
about that.
Of course you're
It's
not.
been like, nah, fuck. Like, why are we gonna?
You're
Oh,
a
I guess it's $10,
clown's
but like, you know.
Idiot brother.
Isaiah, please.
I'm the clown. You're the brother turned idiot. Just look sad and keep quiet. Even you can do that, Arthur.
Oh, I have to.
Put this hat on. Smoke this pipe. Bring your lip forward just a bit. Squint. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, what about you?
Shh. You can't speak. You're turned idiot. Right. Broke poor Mammy's heart. There, Fenton. There, don't get mad now.
So again, there's this also kind of a reoccurring theme of like them being able to occupy different positions, like they're able to disguise themselves as non-outlaws. Yeah. Which I think has significance, especially when you look at it through a racial perspective, because that doesn't have quite the same affordance, right? Kind of happens the opposite, where you're kind of immobilized from taking on other identities per se, and kind of like assuming other, you know, almost like another avatar, and use the word already, anyway. And, or alias, or I don't know, you know, something like that. And that's kind of what they use, really, to get ahead in the game. They use that ability, which is the only thing that's kind of really giving them the upper hand, but, you know, up to this point at least. And
That's one of the finest wagons I've come across around here.
you know, interestingly, my also, you know, we'll probably, I mean, like, I'm assuming that it's going to be shown that, like, you know, that that's not enough, right? That that's not sufficient for survival, per se. You know, which I don't really know what to I don't really know to like how to engage on that, apart from makes sense. Yeah. Sorry, I'm kind of losing it too as I. Game. Oh, no. So but we'll see where it takes him here. I imagine it will probably go not great in some way, but you know, who knows.
Okay, Fenton, stay calm now. For Mama, she loved you so. Just a shame you had to strangle her in a rage, right? Grab 2 cases of that stuff and follow me. town you have here. We just rode in from up north. Hey. Hello. Hello, I'm Melvin. This is my brother Fenton. Don't mind him. Don't madden him. He's turned idiot. Killed our mother, but it weren't his fault. How'd you boys like a couple of bucks? I bet you would. One for each of you. We're in the new trade of advertising, which is an American art form about ensuring people buy the correct things.
I don't know.
$1 more. Says give us half an hour. What harm can we do in half an hour? Go along now. Enjoy the money. Come along, Fenton. Let's hand out the liquor. Gentlemen! Gentlemen! My name is Melvin. That's my brother Fenton. He's a bit funny, but boy, can he pour drinks fast. For the next 30 minutes, the drinks in this here bar, in this here town, are entirely free. The only rule is that you gotta drink them, so hurry up, put old Fenton to work. Don't get him mad, though. His mama made him mad, and we buried her. Poor thing. Now come up to the bar, everybody. Come on, fellas, it's your lucky day.
I'll have one, Fenton.
Free drinks. A gift. Bounty. It's a sin to look at a gift horse. When I see a gift horse, my eyes. That's some strong soul.
Just keep them coming.
Don't be shy, boys. Don't be shy. It's the ladies.
Mr. Gray won't be happy about this.
Open another bottle.
Where's mine,
now
then?
It's your opportunity to get hideously drunk. Come on. Come on. We got work to do, my boys. Let's go. Providence is shining.
You're a fine man, Fenton. Fine man. Don't listen to your brother. Over here, Fenton.
Hey, send a couple this way, will ya?
Keep drinking. There's plenty more where I came from, and it's all free.
Oh, wife is gonna kill me. I only went out for milk.
What? Well, that hit the spot. Keep 'em coming, Finn. Just keep them coming.
Drink up, drink! Des Moines Raiders. Good evening, gentlemen. Quiet libation.
You!
Me?
You're the bastards who stole the liquor we was gonna buy!
Gentlemen, we're in advertising. Come on in and have a drink.
That's our goddamn liquor!
An honest mistake.
Boys, get him!
It's the Lemoyne Raiders.
Make a statement to the Southern boys. Go on and play this game. Shit!
You think we want to find you?
Ain't gonna let this go, or...
Over there! Get out the back!
Got more coming.
I see them.
Well, shoot them then. Behind us on them. Coming out.
Oh my god. How was I even supposed to... How? How? Oh my god, I have food in the slow cooker right now. It smells so good.
I'm getting us out of here.
Ain't gonna let this go, are they?
Over there! They got out the back!
Got more coming after us.
I see them.
Shoot them then. Behind them. Oh, they're coming out of the alley.
You think we wouldn't find you?
Oh my God! Look out! More of them. Look out! More of them.
We run the liquor out.
Oh my god. Whoa, snap. That was brutal. Okay. Well, taking a few tries. I need to upgrade my weapons or something. Like, my pistol doesn't really do anything. It takes like 2 fucking minutes to
I'm getting us out of here.
unload on them, you know?
Ain't gonna let this go, are they?
That's it.
That was pretty sweet.
Right ahead of you.
What?
We run the liquor out here.
Behind us on them. Coming out of the alley.
I want both those...
How many are there? They really aren't happy of me. You fools are playing the wrong game. I'll wager you're... Damn it, they're still...
Oh my god.
I see them.
Nice.
Hate it. Shoot to your left.
You think we wouldn't find you?
It's right next to the stream.
Yeah.
I want both those sons of bitches dead!
You fools are playing... Yeah. See any more of them?
Don't think so.
Oh, damn it.
Jesus, all this over a few bottles of booze?
I reckon it's more they don't want another gang on their patch.
Okay.
Yep, so there we go. You know, it's, it's kind of just becoming more apparent that the gang
All right.
can't do whatever it likes.
Remind me never to take up a career in... What was it?
Advertise.
You
That,
think that woman
you know,
set us up?
No, I don't think so. Maybe. This place is odd.
I keep seeing those fellas.
Some local militia. Clearly not too happy to have some new competition. I'll go visit old Mob Braithwaite, see what's what.
Why?
We've been making money. The chest is filling up again, slowly but surely. Part of me thinks we just get ourselves good and lost. but we still need a lot more money before that can happen. So, for now, let me go give old Mrs. Braithwaite some of this moonshine as, well, let's call it a peace offering.
Sure.
That was fun, Fenton. We'll make an actor of you yet.
I'll go speak to Dutch.
So that was something.
So, what do you think?
Oh, hold on.
About what?
Fine folks around these parts.
Oh, real nice.
Exactly. On the one side, we have got the Gray family. Scots, degenerates, drunkards, the local law. You couldn't make this stuff up. Rich as Croesus. And on the other, their mortal enemies, the Braithwaites. Moonshiners, hypocritical, both rolling, we believe.
In gold.
And in the middle of it all, you got some inbred retelling of Romeo and Juliet.
Exactly.
So what you boys thinking?
We try to rob them both.
You sure?
Why not?
Because we got lawmen in 3 different states after us.
Last thing I want is to get us into trouble, but we need money. Now, we have the opportunity here to put ourselves in the middle of something ain't nobody gonna know we was here, because even without us, these fools are gonna kill each other anyway.
Okay, well, Hosea's gone back to see that Braithwaite woman.
Good. Hosea should definitely take the lead on this. I sent Sean over to Braithwaite Manor, too. Now, you can meet up with them, or join John and Javier at the Gray's place. Something to do with the Braithwaites' prize horses.
Well, how the hell did we get in at the Gray's place?
Sheriff Gray kindly put in a word with his father. It ain't that complicated. We gotta convince each family that we're on their side, and then we rob them both. Before they figure out it was us that done it, and not the other lot, we'll be long gone. Think of it as payback for my daddy.
Payback. I ain't in the revenge business, Dutch. Least of all for something happened a long time ago.
Well, I guess we all gotta pay for something. Now, if you will excuse me, Arthur, I got to write a letter.
Alright, so, you know, what we just continue to experience, you know, it might just sound like a broken record by repeating this the whole time, but yeah, I mean, we continue to experience these obstacles to really just what we're trying to do is just, like,
Stay away
survive.
But I got a tip.
That's exactly what I'm afraid of.
Oh, it's a goodie, I'm telling you.
It always is with you. Then we end up hidden in a burning barn getting shot at.
You're a sad man, Arthur Morgan. Sad man indeed.
Have a seat by the fire, Arthur.
Good job finding this spot.
You found it too?
I wouldn't have if you hadn't talked me into it. Okay, I'll catch you later then.
Yep.
Okay, well, that was exciting.
Hello, Mr. Morgan.
Very nice.
Hello, Arthur.
Can't go to sleep. Food. I'm so hungry.
about you keep me company?
Really, Mr. Bell? You flatter me.
Oh, I have journal entries. Forget about that. Okay. How do I look at that? So I'm not great on the moral scale. I haven't really been paying attention to this at all.
Yep.
Where is my notebook?
Comes when I need it. Morning, Arthur.
Where's my fucking journal, yo? So annoying.
That horse don't listen.
Alright, whatever, I don't care. Where is my horse, though? Yeah, it's becoming increasingly clear to in the game that you know, they're just coming up against all these obstacles. They're finding, you know, Dutch is trying to find more opportunity in there. He's trying to say, well, look, we can run both these people and yada yada yada. But at the same time, they're kind of it just like adds like other complications because you know there's this obviously this group that you know kind of knows what they're doing and doesn't want them.
Kid. You got a lot on?
So
Just hunting for all this hillbilly gold that Dutch and Hosea seem to think is out there just waiting to be stolen. Why?
I got something. Could be good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was in Rhodes talking to some of the colored folk. They said there's a gang of fools holed up in the swamps east of here who think their war ain't never ended.
The Civil War?
Yeah, apparently it's still raging in these fools' minds 30 years later.
Okay.
That ain't my point. These ignorant fools are weapon dealers. And in their dealings sometimes sit on a decent pile of cash. Yeah, been selling weapons to Cuba and South America for years. Anyway, the old boy I was talking to reckon there might be a bunch of cash just sitting around. And failing that, maybe a nice stash of weapons.
It's just a bunch of crazies, Gardner?
Exactly.
Well, worth taking a look at least, isn't it?
That was my thinking. Said it was at some place called Shady Belle, deep in the woods.
Okay.
I was hoping you'd be in. If it's how they told it, it's gonna be something all right.
We'll see.
Come on, it's this way. On me.
You know, I might have met these crazies before.
You been drinking again?
No. Well, yes, but no, that's not how I might have met them. I think some of them harangued me and Sadie when we were coming back with supplies.
Mrs. Adler?
Yeah. And Mrs. Adler did just fine. More than fine, actually. She's terrifying. But I got a notion these fellers is one and the same.
And we won't find no shortage of angry Peckerwood idiots in the state of Lemoyne. That's for sure.
Is it really that different in this state? We haven't come far.
It seems like it is.
These boys got a manner about them, but I haven't necessarily noticed.
All respect, Mr. Morgan. You wouldn't notice. Might call you a nigger lover. They see us riding like this. But most of it is a glance or a word. And after that, a visit in the night.
Well, out west, it's...
Out west is out west. And you're all who you are. Decent folks. But some places down here, they judge differently.
Well, guess it can't be so easy for you, Lenny. Sorry you're caught up in this.
Well, I guess their gold's still shining. And their guns still shooting. So I'm game for robbing any and every one of these bastards for all they got.
Okay, then.
Plus, it beats being lynched back in Blackwater with all of you by my side.
I guess it does.
Yeah, I mean, just like, kind of, attempts to nod to this idea that the South is, more, I guess, like, unfriendly, and that, like, it's almost, in the comparison of, like, that the North or somewhere else, or even, like, not the North, but, like, the West, right, would be so much more, friendly to,
Feels like
to
we're
black
close.
people,
It's a rundown old
or to other
plantation
races,
house
really, and,
down
like,
in the
to
bayou
be less
somewhere.
racist.
Let's take it slow. Be cautious.
Obviously,
If, like
very,
you say, these crazies are sitting on weapons,
not a very
you won't
surprising
wanna
thing to come from this,
strategize a little
big
before
mainstream
getting
company
shot at.
who probably have
course.
a lot of eyes on the
They
script,
said
right?
find the old battlefield and keep on going.
Yeah, I've been here before. I can see the wrecked old Civil
Like,
War
we kind of,
weaponry.
to
Where
preserve,
the
like,
wrecked old Civil War holdouts?
the virtue of whiteness, we have to
See that church up ahead?
make it seem
They're
like
supposed to use it as an
the
outpost.
racist parts
Heard they
are
got
just
men going between here and the big
these-
house all day.
Okay.
inconveniences, or these, these examples,
Look at this field.
Imagine getting caught up in a fight like this.
Rather than
Yeah,
kind of a part
I
of
don't care to.
part of what structures it, right? What structures whiteness is kind of
Hold those reins.
the belief
down.
in, like, races.
Let's just take a look around the place.
In a sense,
I hear you. It doesn't look like anyone's here.
We don't know that for sure. Let's have us a nosy.
and hungry. Kind of
Hear that?
regret doing this mission.
Someone's on the track.
I guess I probably shouldn't have. Could have streamed, but you know, it's kind of. It's kind of.
Go whack.
Let's see where he's going. You're on me now.
Right behind you.
Let's keep our distance. Just two fellas out on the road.
Those crates in the back. They look like explosives to you?
Could be. Worth a follow, at least.
Yeah, I want to stream because I want to play the game, but I don't necessarily have the energy right now to be.
I think I see something.
Kind
End
of
the alley,
talking.
between the trees.
Might be it. Might
be like, you know,
keep it
kind
steady.
of doing that kind of commentary. So it's kind of frustrating because I could just sit here and like play.
Big
but
plantation house.
I mean,
must be Shady Bear. I
kind
reckon
of
we can
actually
leave our
am
mounts up
too.
there, off the trail.
Good enough to me.
Come on. We can get a view on them from that wall up there. Make sure you bring your sharpshooter. I'll take the other side. You get them cover there. You see anything?
Yes. Yes. Well, they're here, all right. And they're armed. Almost a militia. You got men everywhere. Off near the porch. You got men covering the house.
Hey, to the left of you.
Got a Gatling gun up there, too. Well, they got that house locked down real tight. Down by the road, we do well to draw them into one spot if we're gonna make a pass at this. What else? I know dynamite crates when I see them.
We got something, right?
Oh, we got something. We can hit them head on, fight them honest. Or you could go down there acting friendly.
Friendly? With these folks?
Just draw them into one spot, then I'll start shooting.
Well, that might be the dumbest idea I've ever heard. But hey, I'm always up for a performance.
I mean, why wouldn't Morgan go down there?
So, what do we do?
We're gonna hit them head on. You save your play acting for Hosea and the girls.
Fine by me. Waiting on you.
Whoa! There it goes! Hey! You all being robbed!
Being robbed, like, getting on this huge firefight.
I'm making a move!
Oh, fuck me. Oh my god. It's so hard to... Ooh, you dumbass. Oh my god. Man, this is so many people. Why do we do this? Yeah, Yeah, see, at the one hand, Arthur Morgan tries to act like he is like, you know, being like led astray or something, but he's just like going right into this, so.
Any men in the area would have heard that. They might be on the way. Now let's grab something and get out.
Sounds like a plan.
Let's search these wagons, okay? You sure you want to go in there? You got anything? This one looks good. Search it. I think we should search the crates, Arthur.
Here. Come on. This is full of new rifles.
We can sell those, right?
We sure can. We'll check the rest later. Now, come on. Let's go.
Let's go, let's go. Get this back.
We killed all those men for just like some rifles.
Yep.
God. I wonder if they're gonna attack us all the way.
We'd be better on the road, right? Don't spare the nag. Come on. Come on. G up. Fall in. Hey, riders, coming our way.
Okay. Keep a cool head.
What's a black feller doing coming out of Shady Belle? In one of our wagons?
We was doing some business with your brothers back there.
You don't look like any kind of folk we deal with.
Our business was conducted to the satisfaction of all parties. Until now, that is.
Nope. No. Something don't feel right about this. Not him and not you neither, Yankee. Get these lines, bastards! Let's go!
Yep. Leonard.
I'm looking, all right? I can't see anyone chasing us.
I should think we're out of the woods then, so to speak.
Boy, oh boy.
You did good.
We did it.
Well, let's get to camp before saying anything like that.
I know Sean's been bringing in quite a lot lately, and I wanted to... It's good to have something to show like this.
Sean's a loudmouth bragger. Don't worry about what Sean does.
Hey, I like him, you know?
Well, so do I. Guess no better judgment. Just, you worry about you. He wasn't on Leviticus Cornwall's train with me. We had to dig him out of Blackwater.
But
nothing. Me and Dutch, and everyone who counts. We know what you do for this gang. We notice. Keep it up. You're gonna start seeing things change for you.
okay then. Okay. Thank you, Arthur. Hey, the camp's in these trees up here.
Let's get there.
Arthur, Lenny, coming back.
These are fine rifles.
Right?
I'm gonna keep one, just for me. Hey, I always enjoy riding with you, kid. You know how to fight.
Hey, you too. Anytime, Arthur.
Sweet new rifle. Well, I think that's gonna be it for me today. I'm pretty exhausted. Wanted to try and get a little bit more done, but that's what it is, so I shall hope to be back a little bit later. Perhaps I'll play without commentary later, but not sure. We'll see. We'll see.